Welcome to MySci Unit 6, Mastering Mimicry. This is a first grade life science and engineering unit where students explore how people use plant structures as inspiration to design a campsite that can hold up to various challenges. Let's take a look into the unit at a glance. This unit covers several first grade life science standards about materials used to design a solution to a problem and using evidence to construct explanations of how young plants compared to adults. They also include developing models about structure and function, making observations about daylight during the year, and analyzing test results of design solutions. 5 of the standards are covered in all dimensions, and 1 is partially addressed. Each of the next generation science standards correspond to a Missouri Learning Standard listed in parentheses on this chart. If you'd like, take a moment to pause the video and review them. This unit is divided into 2 sections. Each section has a driving question designed to reflect what we anticipate students would naturally ask through their learning process. After launching with the anchoring phenomenon, Section 1 includes 5 lessons, and Section 2 includes 2. Overall, the unit should take about 33 to 34 days to complete. The anchoring phenomenon for this unit is, when families go camping, they often use tents as shelter, but they can fall apart during bad weather or when animals visit in search of food. We can use inspiration from nature to design a better campsite. Students will explore the idea that when camping, a tent can provide shelter. However, that shelter can fail if there's bad weather or curious animals. Students will use inspiration from nature to design a campsite that can hold up through these challenges. The driving question for Section 1 is, how can plant parts inspire human inventions? Students connect to the anchoring phenomenon by exploring various biomimicry examples and the parts of plants. Students are introduced to the concept of biomimicry and how it can be used to solve problems humans face. Students then make observations with several investigations to identify plant parts and their functions. They reflect on how each plant part can be a part of a solution to protect a campsite. The section concludes as students compare plant parts as they grow and seasons change. They determine how plants change and how young plants are alike but not quite identical to their parents. Through the storyline in Section 1, students gain an understanding of these standards-based big ideas. Seeds have external structures that protect their insides and transport them. Products can be designed using seeds as inspiration. Seeds grow the same kinds of plants as their parents. Sprouts come from seeds. Stems help plants by transporting water and holding the plant up. Leaves help plants by reaching toward the sun to absorb light. The flowers of a plant are used to attract animals and protect plants. Fruits of a plant carry the seeds. Roots suck up water for a plant and hold the plant in the ground. Introducing the anchoring phenomenon and Section 1 combined should take about 23 to 24 days to complete. The driving question for Section 2 is, how can we use biomimicry from plants to help protect a campsite? In this section, students connect to the anchoring phenomenon by considering plant parts and their functions to engage in the engineering design cycle. Students will use what they now know about plant parts to develop, model, and test solutions to their campsite problem. Then teams will compare their solutions and share thoughts and ideas. The section concludes as students use data from their tests and feedback from peers to design a final campsite solution, which they will then present to the class. We'd love to hear about the designs your students develop. Through the storyline in Section 2, students gain an understanding of these standards-based big ideas. Technology can be inspired by plants and animals to help solve problems. Plant parts can be used as inspiration to design a more stable campsite. Some plant parts might work better than others. Plant parts can be used as inspiration to design a stable campsite solution. Section 2 should take about 10 days to complete. Our team here at MySci hopes you and your students enjoy mastering mimicry and engaging in the creation and refinement of real-world solutions. We look forward to your feedback. Happy my sciencing!